peeps. So firstly, I'd like to thank each and everyone who's subscribed to the channel over the last couple of years. I've got 1,000 subscribers, which was sort of my plan. I'd like to have done it a lot quicker, but we got there. And I don't put enough content out, so I'm never going to really grow as a big channel, but still I'd like to help a few people out along the way. So again, I'd like to thank each and everyone here. I really appreciate it. So basically this video was a bit all over the place. There's no real structure or title to it. It's not a review. It's just a customer asked me to have a tinker about with a Steamdeck for him. He wanted it partitioning, windows going on it, and he wanted a bit of a retro build going on it as well. And while I was at it, he also said I could use it and make a video on it. And of course, like I normally do, I've ended up losing a load of the video footage. So it's a little bit all over the place. And I'll just try and show you a few bits and bobs, a few issues that I ran into. And also I'm going to show you some PC game footage and also some emulation. So basically a customer got in touch with me and asked me if I did handheld, and I explained I hadn't really bothered with him too much. I'd like to get on to doing a lot more, but I'd done an early Emudeck, which he ended up buying, to be fair, off me. But he told me he wanted to upgrade and get something a little bit better. At first he didn't really know what to go along with, and then he messaged me and said he'd brought a 1TB OLED Steamdeck. So yeah, he sort of went all in with that one. But anyway, he sent it to me, I had a play about of it, and I'm going to show you the results of what I got. I'm not going to try and waffle on so much to bore you, so I'll just show you the results and little bits and bobs what I found on it. So basically, he's got the 1TB version, the OLED. He wanted a partition going on the SSD drive. So I think in the end, I put about 350GB towards a Windows partition, and the rest I left for the Steamdeck. Also, he brought a 1.5TB micro SD card, which I put the emulation build on. I'm just going to show you a quick run through of the emulation system that I put on.
You Et c'est parti! Barking horns!
Teams looking for something and one strike.
The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball to the outfield.
Round one.
The race is on. 1.
Okay, I can see a truck down there.
A big green truck? There should be 2 men down there.
Affirmative. Cartel's got them pinned down.
Chingao!
So firstly, as with most stuff on here, the only issues I tend to find was stuff when I'm basically doing stuff that wasn't intended to be done on the Steam Deck, i.e. putting the Windows partition in. The Steam Deck was never made to run Windows. They're obviously supporting it now, they're bringing drivers out for it, but initially it wasn't made for them. So I run into a few issues with that. But basically, the first issue I ran into, when I partitioned the hard drive, now if you are getting, the first thing I will say, if you are going to partition your hard drive to put Windows on it, make sure you get some sort of hub that'll take an Ethernet cable into it. Also, I'd use a mouse and keyboard. It makes it a hell of a lot easier than messing about. But after I'd partitioned it and got everything running, basically when I turned the Steam Deck on, it automatically loaded into Windows every time. So I had to go into the boot section by holding the power button on and holding the volume down button to go into it. I had to manually select the Steam OS, otherwise it automatically loaded into Windows every time. And then after doing that a couple of times, the Steam OS just disappeared from in there. So I had to go through the menu and find it, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. So if you want it, basically just search the problem and you'll find it. It's exactly what I did. I found it straight away. There's a guy who's fixed both issues. So literally, he gives you a little bit of code to write into the console, which firstly put the Steam OS back into the boot section. Then the next bit of code he did was basically to make it so that the Steam OS was the priority. So instead of keep loading into Windows, it booted into SteamOS. Again, like I said earlier, the issue isn't with the Steam Deck here, it's because you're doing something that wasn't intended to be done. I'm pretty sure that Valve or whoever it is who runs Steam Deck, they're going to create some sort of boot option where you can choose in the future. Now, the customer mainly wanted Windows on because he wants to play games on Game Pass and stuff, the games that he can't run on Steam. He's also got a Steam account, so that's why he wanted more room for Steam, but he wants to play Xbox Game Pass and stuff, so he needed the Windows partition. So the first thing I'd recommend, again, if you are going to put the Windows partition on, once you've done it all, if you search in Google Steam Deck Windows resources, and then you can choose your LCD version or OLED and download all the drivers that are available in there. There's sound drivers, there's your video card drivers, there's SD card reader drivers, there's all sorts of stuff in there. Download them all and put them on. And then the next thing, when you go to play the games, you don't have any controls on there. So there's this little piece of software what I downloaded. It's called Handheld Companion. As Windows load up, if you just boot this up, it will stay running in the background. Then any game that runs up your controls will work fine with them. So I'll go into a bit of game footage. Now, the only one that really struggled a bit with this was Elden Ring. When I was doing the initial bosses down in the caves, they was all fine and there was no slowdown, there was no stutter, it run absolutely perfect. Then when I got outside to the first boss that you see outside, which I show on the video, it started dropping, it started getting big lag spikes and it was a bit unplayable as such, but the graphics were set on medium here, so you could go and tweak the graphics. I didn't do much, you know, I didn't have unlimited time of it, so I basically just set them as they was on medium graphics. You can tweak them down, but it was running into a few issues on medium settings. So another thing here, when I watched the videos back of the Windows games, I noticed that there was screen tearing and quite a bit of pausing and like twitching on the gameplay, which wasn't noticeable when I was playing it. I think it's just down to my video capture. But anyway, I was going to show you some games now running on the Windows partition.
Round 2, fight! is enough.
Father,
What?
did something change? The forest feels different.
Everything is different, boy. Try not to dwell on it.
Yes, sir.
That was the last.
Left 5 tightens short over crest into right 3. And flat left into flat right over jump and left 3 long, 40 over crest. Flat right into left 4 short, don't cut. And right 3 short over crest, 50. Dip and crest into right 5. Into left 3, opens, very long, 150. Left 5 over crest and brake for square right cut. Into right 6 long, tightens, short, caution, keep middle over jump. Into flat left long, tightens, 50, bumpy. Left 4 brake for square left over tarmac, 30.
So on to Emulation. This is where I lost a load of video. I lost the PlayStation 3, which is a bit hit and miss on it. Some games run really well. I can remember playing Army of 2 that run really, really well. Look really well. And then other games that I was expecting to run a bit better, there was having quite a bit of slowdown at times. So PS3 is not perfect, but it is doable. I think a lot of it's going to be down to trial and error. You're going to have to try the games, see what they run like for you. Also, I've managed to keep the videos from the 360. A bit of slowdown here and there with them, but runs okay in most places. Wii U run fine. I had some issues in the first place with the controllers where I couldn't get them working, and I tried all different things, it wouldn't work, and then all of a sudden it worked, and it just carried on working from there on in. Everything else before that seemed to run pretty fine. I had some issues with Sega Saturn. There's certain cores weren't working what I usually use, so I had to use other cores that didn't run as well. As some games wouldn't load. PlayStation 2, as you see in the video, also run perfect. Dreamcast run absolutely fine. Again, I've lost the video for that. But anyway, I'll quickly show you what video I've got and show you quite an in-depth video of each one so you can see them running instead of just a 30-second clip. I'll show you a little bit longer.
Race for the top position.
You'll really end up in a world of pain. Now get out there. Some activity has been reported in the vicinity of Checkpoint Alpha. Get there and secure the area. droid scouts have been detected in the area. Take them out before they can report our position.
I hear it's getting busy at the festival. You're on your way, right? Catch up when you arrive.
Now, your pummelweed form can deliver quick jabs and uppercuts. Just what you need. Your major ruin form can help you get up ramps and slopes. Perfect for...
Avenge our brothers!
Here we go!
more. He still has some of the powers of a god. Run! Shall defy me!
attacking the right flank! I'll create a way out of here. Give me some covering fire. Here they come.
Alongside me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson, and we're ready to bring you live coverage of this League One fixture. It's Derby County, and they take on Accrington Stanley.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football.
Worth a try, and the shot was always rising. Goal kick. might find his teammate, Collins. The end product just wasn't there, and he takes it on. Oh, that's a fine save. Throw-ins given. Corey Smith. Effective looking pass. Well, it didn't happen for them in attack. Sean McConville. Well, no way through. Collins. Smith. And it's with Mendes-Lang. Here's Hourahan. Has a go! Well, the keeper, can he put them ahead? And a goal! 1-0, and what a fast start they've made to this game.
Well, as you can see, he's first to react, he's first to the ball, and he deserves his goal. That's an excellent finish.
Тихо. Something's moving in the next room. Open the gate, I'll cover. Shit is always breaking down. Use the auxiliary hand system to open the gate. Artyom, check those crates for ammo and med packs. Ready, Artyom? Follow me. Okay. Up we go. Seems like nobody's home. Before we hit the surface, put your gas mask on. Without it, you'd be like a goldfish outside his bowl.
We're almost there. This is the Korolev Performance Hall. It's very close to the tower. Load your weapon. Okay, here they come.
Ist eine Frau aus Berlin rausgekommen? Ich weiß es nicht. Nicht wesentliche Kommunikationen sind verboten. Wenigstens keine schlechten Nachrichten, oder? Keine Nachrichten, das ist alles. Ich will nicht daran denken. Was war das?
Slightest pressure on the trigger, and it was good night, Major General. Just a question of choosing my moment. The square was well sheltered, so there was no wind to worry about. I controlled my breathing to steady my aim, and then shoot.
It's a bit all over the place. I didn't have much footage left, but basically it's just a little bit of a showcase of what I did, what I managed to run, and a lot of the emulation runs really well on the Steamdeck. As you see at the end there, I managed to get one PS3 game out of all my lost videos, which was the Need for Speed game, which run really well on it. The 360 titles as well, they was a bit hit and miss. You got a bit of slowdown on them, but played reasonably well, fairly playable. Then also you've seen the console we shall not speak of, which the customer owns one as well. I run a fair few games with the different emulators and they all tended to run okay. Pretty good in most parts. There was odd bit, as you seen on FIFA, when I scored a goal, the player had like a mannequin type head. But emulation wise and at all, it's a bit of a beast the Steamdeck is. So basically, as I said, it isn't a review, but I am going to give my verdict. I'm going to give you the pros and cons, what I found and what I thought. And basically I'll start off with the cons. Firstly, obviously the main one, the price. You're going to need to renew your mortgage to get one of these. You know, they're about 8 million quid to buy, I think, so they're really expensive, so it's they're only going to appeal to certain people. Secondly, the file system on it. When you go into the desktop mode, the copying the files over and stuff like that, I didn't like it. I got to grips with it in the end, but it took a bit of getting used to, and it was so fidgety and a pain in the arse to be fair. Third, again, like I said at the start of the video, it's not just Steamdeck related. There's a lot of issues that I found, but I couldn't put them down to being on the Steamdeck, or was it because of it was what I'd added and wasn't intended to be added to it. As I mentioned before, I had the stuff with the Windows and the boot manager. I also had some issues with Emudeck, where a lot of the newer systems wouldn't exit the game to start and select. I kept looking at all different videos and guides that people had used to set them up. I tried loads of different things and some just wouldn't work at all. And I got it the odd time where the Steam Deck just locked up, black screened, and I had to power off. I had to wait a couple of minutes. But again, I don't know whether this was down to the fact that it was just basically stuff that I put on there but shouldn't have been on there. And maybe if I'd not added the stuff like Windows and the partition and Emudeck, it wouldn't never have happened. But and lastly is the size of it. These things are bloody massive. They're not basically an handheld that you can put in your pocket unless you're Andre Giant or something. These things are really, really big. So yeah, moving on to the pros. Firstly, the power on them. Saying this, they are so small, even though I did say they're huge for the size of an handheld, but for saying it's still such a small device, the power of them is unreal. The fact you can run most emulation, the PC games, Windows, Steam games, and also even though you have to turn the resolution down on quite a few of the newer titles, because it's such a smaller screen, they still look really good anyway on the smaller screen. Secondly, that's my point. The screen on this thing, the OLED screen, it looked unreal. It's so vivid. The colours on it, it looked brilliant. As you're scrolling through, it doesn't do it justice on this video, but as you're scrolling through Emudeck, and you've got the backgrounds, which a lot was missing on the video here, but I managed to get most of them on before I sent it to the customer. But as you're literally scrolling through the menu, it just looks so well. I just enjoyed scrolling through and looking at how crystal clear everything was. Really, the picture on it is unreal. I can't say that enough. It's so good. It looks so well. And then my last little pro is the diversity of it. As I said before, you've got Windows, you can stick Windows on it, you can stick Emudeck on it, you can play your Steam games, you know, you can do anything with them. And I'm sure they're going to be working on everything, making everything better, making everything run better. They are a really good device and stuff like that. So basically, if you're a multi-millionaire or a Premier League footballer or something, these things are absolute monsters. Go and get yourself one, but I don't think I'll be affording one for a while. So I'll wrap it up anyway. Again, I can't really categorise this video. It was just a look at what I did and what you're capable of doing. It might give people a few ideas on what they might want to do with theirs. So again, thanks everybody for subscribing to me in the past. And if you've watched this video and got anything out of it, if you consider subscribing to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, peeps.